Hey, this is Mr. Jarvis, and welcome to my quote back to school night presentation. This is Mr. Jarvis's fifth and sixth grade here at Sinsheimer in room 14. And I'm really happy to have all your kids in my class. It's a delightful class, and I'm loving it. A little bit about me: I've been teaching over 30 years. Got my start teaching. I substitute taught in San Luis Coastal, moved, got a permanent job in San Jose. Was able to get hired on back in San Luis Coastal. I started at Sunnyside School. Bonus points if you can tell me where that is. Looks a little foggy. That's a hint. Taught with one of our current board members, Rob Banfield, over here. A whole bunch of other great teachers. And here I am, looking a little bit younger there. I've taught at Monarch and Los Osos Middle School. Taught 4th through 8th grades. And now I'm here at Sinsheimer doing 5th and 6th grade, and I love it here. I live in San Luis Obispo, and it's great to be close, and it's great to be, all the schools I've been at are wonderful, but it's especially nice to be here at Sinsheimer. I've been 30 years of teaching, and I am still, after 30 years, loving every minute of it, and I love having your kids in my class, so thank you for this opportunity. I'm still loving what I do, and I hope to hear from you. So a lot of times in my back to school night, the longest portion is the Q&A. If you have questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Email's a good way, ejarvis@slcusd.org, or through Parent Square, or call me, or just stop by if you'd like. You can just come by. Afternoons I'm usually pretty free. A little busy right about 2:50, but 2:57, 2:58, it's kind of a ghost town. So please come on by. Wednesdays I often have meetings, so that's usually not the greatest time to come by, but I encourage you to come by anytime. So independent reading. We have class reading, class/small group reading, and independent reading. Today we went to the library for the first time, and students have an independent reading book that they're reading at home at night, approximately 30 minutes a night, an average of 120 minutes a week. So students must complete, and they're going to complete some kind of book response periodically, finish at least one book by September 29th. And then they'll take an accelerated reader test on it and do some kind of project that I'll explain to them later, and they'll change every session. So they have to have at least one book finished, independent reading book finished by September 29th, November 2nd, and December 20th with some kind of response completed for that. We also have class reading that's separate from independent reading. Right now, we're all reading the novel Crash by Jerry Spinelli. We'll be reading books in small groups, and that will be considered our class reading. And sometimes the 5th graders will be reading a book, and the 6th graders will be reading a book. And that's our class reading. We'll do study of character, historical fiction, fantasy, and realistic fiction will be the genres for that. And writing, we'll all be doing a personal narrative, imaginative narrative, informational or explanatory, and argumentative. We write across the curriculum, so we'll be doing writing in social studies, in math, and in science, as well as writing and reading, and writing in writing. World history. The 6th graders will be studying world history, pre- and post-agricultural revolution, the river civilizations, the development of civilization with ancient Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt, ancient China, ancient Greece, and the development of societies, great societies, the Roman Republic and Empire. We'll get into some Western African civilizations as well. So 5th graders will be studying U.S. history, pre-Columbian Americas and Native Americans, age of exploration, colonial American, events leading up to the American Revolution, post-American Revolution, westward expansion, and the study of our Constitution. So please do feel to contact me anytime if you have any questions. Also, a great resource is mrjarvis.net. And let me show you that right now. Mr. Jarvis, MRJARVIS.net. No dot between the MR and the Jarvis. So at this website, you're going to find all kinds of resources. So you'll see that here. And sometimes I have special links here. But this is my class webpage. Starting off with the daily agenda. This is what we do every day. This was our day today, Friday, August 25th. We did some science. We did 9/11 squares for a memorial project that's going on. And then homework. When we have homework, we have the homework calendar. It's posted on a Google Classroom, embedded on this page. So you can click to get a better view. So I have Once again, it's reading every night and a little bit of math. That's basically my homework. And then you can see if you can go ahead and advance, and you'll see on September 29th, an independent book response, I call it is due. So I'll give the students more information on what they're to do with the response in the coming weeks. And then the next one is in November 2nd here. Okay, let me go one more. We're in November now. There's the next book response due. And I have holidays on here, parent conference week, etc. Also, there's lots of resources when we're doing writing. I have resource materials for writing. So like if you're looking for how it's going to be graded, rubrics are posted here. We do a little bit of grammar every morning. Every morning we start with a little bit of grammar. So I have resources for them here. We have parts of speech, and we're talking about subject and predicate right now, and we'll be advancing on that as well in the future. So that's that. And for math, what I didn't mention is the sixth graders are all taught by Mrs. Unamar, and they go to a different room. Fifth graders stay with me. Miss Unamar has everything posted on Google Classroom, which I'll show you later. I'm going to have I have things on the Google Calendar, as well as I have video tutorials here. So here, like if this is how we did double digit by single digit multiplication. If the student's struggling or you want to see how I'm teaching it, you can click here and watch these videos here. So I'll have a math site. So all these resources are available to you. When we do projects, I'll be posting some. This is from last year. And, we did some winter projects here, some animated snow scenes and stuff, and just doing some kind of design work. So we have the projects resources here, library. We do Greek Latin roots every Monday. Right now we have 3. By the, we're going to have like 60 something Greek Latin roots that didn't load properly as we move on. So this is a great resource, mrjarvis.net. I highly encourage you to become familiar with this website and check out the resources and math and et cetera that we have. And a lot of the tools we use, Quizlet, we memorize vocabulary words and build our vocabulary using Quizlet. All the Greek Latin roots that are being presented is here. We have a link to our library. Talked about Google Classroom. The link to that is here as well. Assignments are posted here that they're going to do. Resources for some of these assignments are also posted on Google Classroom, but also they're found here. So in both places. So if there's a resource specifically attached to an assignment, it'll be on Google Classroom as well. And if a student wants to revisit that resource, they can go to the site, math, social studies, writing, reading, etc. So lots of stuff here. Then Aries, official scores. They're turning in their homework. You can go to the parent-student portal. The students can log in. I think parents may have a login. I'm going to look into that if they're getting them here. But with their full email address, the student knows that. They can log in and check and see if they're missing assignments on Aries and see what the percentage of assignments that they're getting turned in. So I haven't started that online gradebook yet, but that will be coming up shortly. And once again, here's a little bit more about me. And lastly, if you have any questions, main points I want to make, check mrjarvis.net, check Google Classroom, check Aries, and contact me if you have any questions. Thank you for watching this presentation, and hope you have a great weekend.